When darkness covers the land, and Hyrule needs a hero the most, there is only one who stands up and fights. Ordained in a green tunic, armed with a sword and shield, this one lone warrior courageously charges into battle, no matter the danger that lies ahead. This hero's actions always goes down in history as legend. This is Link. No, not you, the other one! Ah, there we go! Link has been the main protagonist of the Zelda series since its release over 40 years ago. He is primarily known for being the embodiment of a hero, both figuratively and literally. Time and time again, we have witnessed him stand up on his own to courageously battle various evils which plague the land, ultimately rescuing Princess Zelda and saving the Kingdom of Hyrule in the process. And it shows, as Link is also the wielder of the Triforce of Courage. This legendary artifact is 1/3 of the overall Triforce. It signifies that its bearer has been blessed and chosen by the 3 golden goddesses. It grants magical protection against darkness and reinforces the user's courage. Not as flashy as the other pieces, but it can still be pretty useful. For those who don't know, there isn't just one Link. There are many of them, which span over thousands of years of history, which has neatly been put into a timeline, but we won't talk about that right now. Link is usually depicted as a strong and silent Hylian male, who is extremely talented with a sword. He has blonde hair and blue eyes. Sometimes he is small and sometimes he is tall. He is garbed in a green tunic and a floppy hat. Unless you're the hero of the wild, in which he rocks a blue tunic instead. I guess he was born to be wild. Oh, come on! But no matter which incarnation it is, they all share the same courage and heroic mindset, and wouldn't hesitate to lend a hand to somebody in need. Link usually starts his adventures by living peacefully in a quiet village, blissfully unaware of the outside world, until one day he is suddenly thrown into his destiny and learns he is the new chosen hero. Most of the time, this is when the villain takes over Hyrule, but what really drives him to stand up and fight is when his family and friends are put in harm's way due to the villain's influence. So, once armed with a sword and shield, Link will set off from his home to explore the grander lands of Hyrule. Of course, saving Hyrule isn't as simple as walking into the final boss's castle on day 1. First, Link needs to get stronger. This is usually done by conquering places called dungeons. Each game tends to call them different, like levels, palaces, temples, but whatever it's called, they still share the same concept. They are a test for Link. These are dangerous places filled to the brim with monsters, traps and puzzles. In order to progress with his quest, Link must navigate his way around this labyrinth of rooms and find these powerful items and sacred artifacts. At the end of each dungeon, there is usually a powerful monster, but once defeated, it will free part of Hyrule from the villain's grasp. Once he is deemed worthy enough, through his heroic deeds, Link is able to get the sword that seals the darkness, the Master Sword. It is a powerful weapon, capable of going toe-to-toe with powerful foes, and banishing evil away within it. He also carries a variety of useful tools which aid him on his quest. Not as powerful as the Master Sword, unless it's the spinner. Beyblade! The final showdown happens once Link has beaten all the dungeons and gathered all the necessary items. This is his final courageous act to save Hyrule. He marches straight up to the villain's lair and busts down the front door, ready to clash steel one more time. However, it won't be easy, as Link needs to fight his way through even stronger enemies than before. One could say this is a final test for Link. Once Link makes it to the top of the villain's lair, the true final battle begins. Actually, you know what? The true battle isn't the villain, but the amount of stairs Link has to climb. The villain is typically a person or otherworldly being, corrupted and driven mad for power and total domination. But we will get more into that in another video. Link usually has to fight multiple forms of the villain, some being a last-ditch attempt at stopping him. But the battle usually reaches its climax when Link is in a one-on-one fight to the death, as light and darkness clashes one final time. Sometimes with the aid of Princess Zelda, They both throw every ounce of strength at the villain until they are ultimately sealed away. Once all said is done and Hyrule starts to go back to some new normality, Link has a choice. Does he go back to his old life or continue adventuring around Hyrule? Link usually chooses the latter, riding off into the distance. I think that's what makes Link such an enduring hero. No matter the era, no matter the kingdom, and no matter the evil standing before him, when Hyrule needs a hero, a new Link will always stand up and answer the call. Thank you for watching the first video on the channel. If you liked it, hopefully you'll stick around. See you all in the next video.